This is the last episode of the Hasta Alaska project, and I always said that after I finished overlanding from Chile to Alaska, that I would give away my Kombi to one of you guys. So let's do that. Those of you that have shared the adventure with us these past 5 years, all the way from Chile to Alaska, will know that it has been a dream adventure, most of the time. I'll be honest, CoPito wasn't really fit for the journey we undertook, but then neither was I.
Do you ever want a true test of character? My Volkswagen!
However, through the many challenges along the way, we both slowly improved. CoPito enabled me to grow significantly, learning patience where there was none previously, mechanical skills, and even learning to speak a second language. But through all of these challenges, I became emotionally burnt, and if it hadn't been for the encouragement from the people watching at home, the expedition would have probably ended right there. I was astonished that people had helped us to overcome the challenges we'd been facing, but I had nothing to repay the kindness. So I decided that after I complete this expedition, I would pay forward the Kombi to one of the supporters who had helped us make this dream a reality.
We have kept a list of everyone who has helped us along the way, from people who have invited us into their homes, those who have helped us with engine rebuilds, and supported us when our home burnt down. And of course the Kombi crew on Patreon, who have made it possible for us to be able to work full-time at documenting and creating this series. Without them, none of this would be possible. By being able to create this shared adventure, a lot of good has come from the project. And many of you have also been inspired and have since embarked on your own adventures.
Well, watching you guys, watching Kombi Life inspired us to take our kids out and for us to start traveling, because that's really where we started getting the idea.
Kombi Life could be anything, you know, right? It's kind of the way I kind of imagine, you know, it's like Kombi Life is like an adventurous kind of lifestyle in a way.
I wanted the Hasta Alaska project to be about more than just entertainment. I wanted to inspire people, to show them that adventure was possible for anyone, on any budget, that you don't need to be rich to travel, and even normal people like us can have a positive impact on the world. We're stoked on everything this Kombi has brought to us, and we're excited to now be passing the keys and sharing the stoke. So, it's time to see how we found the new owner of CoPito.
We pick up the story after an intense summer adventuring in Alaska. From there, we had to drive south at a record-breaking speed. Why? Because we had to catch a flight to the other side of the world as my brother was getting married. And there is where the excitement starts. If you're wondering where we are, guys, we are actually sitting on a beach in Australia. And this obviously is in Alaska. This is Bandit, my dog from home. I actually haven't been home in 2 years, so it's really exciting to be here.
What we're going to do now, guys, is narrow down the supporter list to 10 people.
We're randomly selecting 10 people because not everybody that's donated wants CoPito. So we're going to be calling 10 people and finding out whether they actually do want CoPito.
So we have all the supporters on this list now, and this random selector is cycling through those, and I'm going to stop it 10 times to find out who is on the short list. And the first person is Giles Personshaw. Finalist number 3, spin again. No. You say when, I'm not going to let you say when.
Patrick Morse.
Patrick Morse, congratulations. You are in with a chance. Number 5 is Heather Tellis.
Heather.
Heather. Congratulations, Heather, or commiserations, depending on how you're seeing it. Say when.
When? Ron Miller! We actually know Ron. I really doubt he wants the Kombi, but...
Ron doesn't want the Kombi, but I'm pretty happy he's on the list. That's funny. Funny. Alright, Ron, you're on the list. Congratulations, buddy. Random. That's really funny. Gonna go a short one.
Grant
Mitchell.
Ron. They're all guys, except for Heather.
Yeah.
Come on. One more
Come on,
women.
girls.
Try and get a lady.
Mitchell.
Okay,
Who else?
2 more left.
My heart's going crazy.
I know.
Alright, okay, this is exciting. Okay, number 9.
Would you believe out of the 10 people on the list, only 3 people actually wanted to own CoPito? Most of the people that had been supporting us had just wanted to support the project. Taking on a Kombi is a responsibility, and not everyone is willing to do that. So, with only 3 people left, we contacted them to see if they really wanted CoPito.
You guys are probably itching to like know, are we going to have a Kombi?
Bring it out!
Yeah.
You park and we want to be able to do what you guys are doing, which is like parking next to a river and then waking up and you open the curtain and then the sun comes up, and that's what we want to do. It would mean more adventure and more travel.
Why would you think that? Actually, I do want the bus.
Do you? What would you do with it?
Absolutely. But I already have plans for it.
What are your plans?
Well, we actually are going to use this bus to do more exploring in California. We're going to hit Joshua Tree, Yosemite, and Big Sur a lot. And then we have some favorite surf spots up and down the coast here that we go to.
Awesome.
So the bus will be ideal. And of course, we like the K38s. So it'll still see some Mexico trips too.
Nice.
My life is already going in a very, very strange direction right now, but the van would be just the perfect vehicle, literally vehicle and in the metaphorical sense, to transport myself around and enjoy visiting new places that I've never seen but only dreamt of seeing. And just the history that it has with what you've done with it, and it's like it's been through the wars of the battles that you've taken it on, and I just think continuing that tradition would be fantastic.
So this is it, guys. We're going to find out who the new owner of the Kombi is going to be. We have just 3 people left.
3 people out of 10 people, so there's only 3 people that wanted the Kombi. There's Grant, Heather and Ron.
I can't believe those other people either didn't respond to the email or didn't want it. I'm sure loads of you out there would like the Kombi. We would love to have the Kombi, but there can only be one owner. So we have a wheel here, which we are going to use to randomly select the new owner of the Kombi. Each of the finalists have 2 slices of the pie each. Good luck to you all. I'm super excited and super nervous for you. This is it now.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. There can be only one winner. Go on, Ron. Heather!
Grant! That was so close! Heather, man, he nearly made it. Oh my god.
Ron, congratulations, you are the new owner of the Kombi. Ron, Heather and everybody else who supported our project but didn't win the Kombi. Thank you. We really appreciate your support.
That was awesome. Grant will be talking to you soon. How exciting.
Section here looks okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we are trying to up the quality of our productions and everything, you know, for the YouTube channel. So and so that's the reason we told you that we wanted to talk to you again, was so that you could set up the cameras and everything so that we could actually film this properly. Only we lied to you. The reason we're calling you again is to tell you you are the winner of the Kombi.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Fucking hell. Yeah, I honestly, right, I was convinced when I went from top 10 to top 3 when you told me that, for some reason, I was absolutely convinced there's no chance of me winning. I don't really know why, Hell.
Well, you won, congratulations!
My hands are shaking, my heart is pounding. Oh
It's
my
like,
god!
when it's finally coming out of our mouth that we're
My
like,
heart.
it's going, oh yeah! Congratulations!
I own a van.
So you have a new home! You're gonna have a VW home, how exciting!
Honestly, this bus is so fucking cool, you have no idea, man. It's like, I'm so stoked for you.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. It was so close too. Like we had like a little wheel thing. It was like spinning. It was like click click, and like just went over someone else and got into you. Like
Literally like an eighth of an inch, like nothing. It was like it was another person, and it just went tink. One more. Graham Mitchell,
so
come on down.
Dude, I thought you gave that Kombi away.
Well, in the real world, selling your house, quitting your career, and moving to the other side of the planet to pick up a rusty old Kombi takes a little time and a lot of planning. Before we could actually hand over the keys to CoPito, Ben and I moved to Mexico for 6 months while Grant was making his preparations back in the UK. This allowed us the time to produce a whole season of the Hasta Alaska series in southern Baja California. And our Christmas tree.
Doesn't look like a Christmas tree.
Baja style Christmas tree.
After 6 months of non-stop editing, it was great to get out and have a last adventure with our little Kombi.
From apartment life, we are having our last adventure with CoPito before we give him away to Grant. So we're still in Baja California.
It's been a pretty special week though, isn't it? Well, 2 weeks really. On our way out of the apartment, we have discovered gold. Literally, van life could not have got any better than it's been the last couple of weeks.
We spent 1 week at the longest wave in Baja, and it was so remote and perfect. It was just the perfect week to go surfing every single day.
Yeah, we were camped out on this volcanic bluff. It was just so perfect. Leah caught like a 30-second wave.
Pretty good.
Like I caught, you know, like a 500-meter ride. It was just, paradise. And now we found this off-grid ranch. That's where we are right now. And it looks something like this. This place is actually an off-grid ranch. There is no cell service. There is a road running right past here, but you wouldn't know that this place is here. We just took a little turning at night time to find a quiet camp, and this is what we found. An old off-grid ranch. No one lives here anymore, but this is the remains. There's a well just over here. There's shade just here, a place to cook, a bathroom up there, a long drop.
I can't believe there were that many dolphins. There were literally hundreds of dolphins, and this is our own private beach that we have all to ourselves. It's been paradise. You literally swim a meter out that way and there is so much underwater sea life. It's just been magical. There are so many fish, so many clams. We've just been fishing for clams every day. Ben has been spear fishing and catching lots of fish for lunch and dinner. It's been paradise.
Honestly, we don't want to leave. We have everything we need. We could just be here off-grid forever.
Check out what we just caught. We have a few clams, chocolate clams, which are the best apparently, according to Ben. We have some scallops. I think these are scallops. I have no idea what these are, but they're edible. Huge clam, and this monster. How cool.
Our last 2 weeks of Kombi life alone with CoPito was some of the best ever, and certainly made our highlights reel.
"48 hours later, we were back in the US and making preparations to say goodbye.
CoPito is one of my favourite members of the Kombi crew and the second longest standing member after myself. Today truly is a heartbreaking day.
Since we finished filming the final season of Hasta Alaska, we have driven from the far north to the bottom of Baja California. Now, it's time for us to return north, to meet Grant and to hand over the keys.
Expedition is in the past? No way.
Shut the fucking front door.
No way. Are we next to Louis' house?
Spin around.
We just found the Expedition Happiness bus.
What the crap?
Literally just turned around in the corner and saw that.
Let's go check it out. Funny story, this is actually the street that we're going to be meeting Grant on to hand over our bus. And look who we bumped into.
Hey!
It's Louis Cole. Parked up here in a recent bus that he's acquired. Tell us a little story about this bus.
So Felix and Sally, they bought this bus last year, and they like blew up on social media. Expedition Happiness was their thing. They like just made a movie in it. Then 3 months ago, I drove down to Mexico. This is quite a long story, and I bought it off the guy that won the bus in their little raffle thing they did. Anyway, I've now got it here in LA and just resting up in it for a couple of days. And yeah, this is kind of really weird, really bizarre that you guys are on the street and bumped into me.
It's totally odd. That is the kind of bus that I would like to rest up in, to be honest. There's a lot more room than this one. It's quite inspiring, I think. Maybe our next vehicle should be one of those.
How do you feel, Ben?
Pretty overwhelmed at this precise moment. This is literally the last moment that CoPito is mine. Completely mixed emotions. Mostly I'm devastated, but I'm also very excited to meet Grant and to finally hand over these keys.
Come on, cry. Trying to get a tear.
How do you feel, Leah?
I'm a bit nervous and excited. I don't know, I feel so weird. I feel weird because Ben's going to be really sad and really happy that Grant's going to be really happy, so I'm a bit mixed up. It's going to be sad to see it go.
Holy shit! This is your Kombi. These, my friends, are yours.
Cause life is too short, don't let it pass you by. Don't think about the road, just enjoy the ride.
I'm so stoked for you, man.
Hi! So nice to meet you. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, yeah, I'm literally teary.
Oh.
I was literally going stir crazy in the house, so like, just pop out for a quick coffee or something. They definitely won't turn up in the 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Oh my God, it's
so nice to finally meet you. This is your home, your new home.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
You want a tour?
Yeah. Upstairs first.
Shift over, that's your seat over there.
Oh my God, that feels so bad.
So weird, it's not Ben anymore. Behind the wheel.
Yeah, I don't know, used to this view.
He's British, he's got a beard, so it's the same thing. How's it feel?
Amazing, like it's just so unreal compared to, I've seen so many pictures, like imagined what it'd be like in my head, and it's just nothing like that. I'm just gonna...
You ready for an adventure?
Oh yeah.
Suits you, look good behind the wheel.
Grant seemed to be settling into the Kombi rhythm nicely, CoPito, like many vintage bulks before him, has a lot of character. Any old vehicle that's lived a little has a character of its own, and CoPito has lived a lot.
Wasn't as scary as I thought.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, I was bricking it for a bit and then not bricking it for a bit. We're all good. I was just trying to... Oh yeah, I remembered.
We decided to take a short road trip together, but then, when I say short, that is relatively speaking. This was a short road trip in Kombi life terms. So we crossed the USA one more time for measure, from LA all the way to Canada. The idea was that Grant could get to know about CoPito's character and about the van life, and we could also get to know a little bit about him.
So, before all of this started, Life 1.0 is... I'd just broken up with the girl of my dreams. I wasn't too happy with the job that I was in. I was in a house that I didn't like, and everything in the house was reminding me of everything that was going on and had gone bad in my relationships. So I just started to look at new things in life that would probably change me for the better. Started with surfing, and then started watching videos of you guys, and now I sat here on a beach in California. When you guys called me and said I needed to do another Skype chat because the light was not quite correct in my current one, I kind of was like, oh no, I was stressing about this because I was at work and I had to get across Reading and it was rush hour traffic. And then you just told me, oh, you found the camper van, and my brain just went into a brick wall and said, oh. Stuff like that never happens to me. So everything that was going on in my life, it had gone so badly wrong to start with. And that was just the one big moment. It was just, boom, you've made something happen here. If you'd say to me a year previously, you know what you're going to do is you're going to quit your job, you're going to sell your house, you're going to go off to California, you're going to meet these two guys, and you're going to live in a camper van. Just laugh in your face. It's not going to happen, not to me, that doesn't happen. Plus, I would never ever be able to do something like that. Well, I am sat in a camper van, I am in California, and I have quit my job. So, yeah, it's real. So the plan next is basically spend as much time on the road with myself, learning what it's like to be on my own in a van, picking and choosing where I want to go, not being forced to be anywhere at any time, surf as much as possible, because I had the first day today and that's amazing, and I'm going to continue that. Yeah, that's it, and then it's just learn about me for a while. That's really what I need to be doing here. It's having the time and the space and the freedom of choice to do whatever I want to do. It's not something I've had for 20 years. So, and I don't think a lot of people get this chance. So don't worry, I'm going to make the most of it. Life isn't about money and possessions and things like that. It's just about meeting people and enjoying time with them. And that's it really. Experiences rather than things. I've got a lot of things, so I'm going to get rid of those things when I get back. This is enough. And that's what it's all about.
Old house, new house.
By the time we reached Canada, Grant was fully settling into Kombi life. And we felt a little better about the transition, knowing that like all of us, CoPito was about to embark on a whole new adventure.
At the beginning of this video, we said that this was an exercise of valuing experiences over possessions. But in the end, CoPito was more than just a possession. This great adventurer, as troublesome as he is, came to be the cornerstone of the Kombi crew, and we can't deny that part of us feels as though we're leaving a team member behind. But a Kombi, like all Kombis, are never really yours to own. They are more like mechanical spirit animals to guide you on a journey, and CoPito is set to guide many more adventures to come. We didn't know this guy when we first spoke to him online from the other side of the planet, but by the time that we arrived in our final destination, we knew that he was the right person to continue adventuring in the Kombi. And so we are happy that we could play a part in Grant's next big adventure.
We stole a few last moments alone with CoPito. This will be the end of the road for our adventures together.
This is a sad moment, but more than sadness, we both feel a mixture of gratitude and excitement. From here, everything changes. We find ourselves in a foreign country and we've given away our home, our studio, our Kombi. In the past, each of us has embarked on adventures alone, but now, for the first time, we have each other. At this moment in life, we don't have a path to follow. But then, Kombi life has never been about following a path. Having no plan just means that we have more options, and it gives us the freedom to embrace whatever life and the road has in store for us. And you can believe that is going to be one heck of an adventure. Guys, we have a huge adventure coming up and we would love to be able to share that with you. Our unique production is only possible if you guys get behind us and keep us creating. So if you want to see Kombi Life 2.0 happen, please join the Kombi crew on Patreon. This is only possible with your support.